Good morning everyone. So today is our final video from Shanghai and China. We just left our hotel back there, Courtyard Marriott, and right now we're on our way to the metro station because we're going to be heading to a water town called Zhujiajiao. And in this video we also plan to show you the fastest train in the world, which is heading to the airport. So that'll be tomorrow morning. So apparently the metro's in this building. Kind of looks like a office block or a mall. It's going to be our first time using the public transport in China because we've just been getting the taxis everywhere, the Didi, which is kind of like the Uber here in China. So it turns out that it is also a mall. That's why it looked like a mall from the outside, because it is one. But the metro is connected. So I think we've got to actually get two lines, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it seems pretty straightforward. You just choose the line here, line 2. And we want to go here, Hongqiao railway station. 2 people. So far it's been really easy to understand. Everything's translated in English too. So we're going to Hongqiao, one of the last stops, and then we'll transfer to 17. Also shows the number there, the transfer line. So we've arrived in Zhujiajiao now. Took almost 2 hours to get here, and the station was just back there. So I think it's like a 20-minute walk to get to the part with the water town, the main water town. So I think we're just gonna walk it, not too far. Already looking real nice and green around here. You can already see the water, some sort of lake. We've been kind of surprised by how laid back a lot of the places are that we've been visiting in China. Quite often they're pretty empty. We thought everything was going to be like really busy, chaotic, but it hasn't been that way at all. This looks like a nice part here. Maybe we're getting into the water town section. I don't think this is the touristic part though. Either way, it looks like a nice place to walk around. I like the houses all whitewashed. I don't know if they're all going to be like that around here with the tiled roofs. Wow, look how beautiful this looks. So we're officially inside now.
Really cool. And it's quite empty, surprisingly.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be like some crazy tourist trap. Maybe it's just the day that we're coming. The Golden Week holiday was recently, so I guess everyone got their vacations out of the way. And we'll be on one of those boats soon. Lots of nice little restaurants and cafes with views. This one looks great here, the 2nd floor. And I just read that apparently Mission Impossible was filmed here. I don't know which one. I've watched a few of those films. But yeah, one of the scenes was around here somewhere. You think we should do the boat tour already?
Maybe we eat first.
Walk around a bit, eat,
yeah,
and then do it.
1 p.m.
So there's actually many little water towns like this. We just came to this one because I think it's supposed to be one of the best ones. There are some that are closer to Shanghai, but I don't think they're as nice as this one. I'm in love with this place already.
Yeah, it's really cute. The little alleyway with all the stores, the souvenir shops. Really beautiful.
Look at the lazy cats.
Coffee, beer, Chinese, honey. Never catch it, never
Cute dog.
Ice star, bread and honey.
Ni hao. Dogs and cats everywhere. So we chose this little local place. We're the only ones here. But look at the nice view that we get. It's like the perfect view. I think pretty much all the places around here though have amazing views. You can see another restaurant over there. And that's a different bridge. So there's many stone bridges around here. Some of them are from around the 1500s. So starting off with some green tea. Smelling good. Big pot of it. I didn't catch the price, but I'll let you know the price overall of everything. Your favorite's jasmine tea, right?
Yeah, but I like green tea as well.
I like pretty much every single tea. So I went for these pork ribs. Lots of big chunky onions there. Got a little bowl of rice. And Carl went for the fish, the big fish as usual. What is that, ginger?
Yeah, it smells like ginger.
Yeah, very strong smell of ginger. Yeah, strong onion taste. Some sort of spices on there. It's not spicy though, but there is some things like sprinkled on there. I think peppers too. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not like my favorite dish in China, but it's okay.
The fish is quite big, but it's very plain. There's a bit of the taste of the ginger, but it's kind of plain, but it's good.
Not much like salt or anything, no?
I think I prefer when it's like very spicy. I got used to very spicy food here in China.
So that meal cost us 210 overall. And it seems like there's different kind of boat tours that you can do, because this motorized one seems to be going that way, and the one that we saw before was going down that way. So yeah, we'll have to see which one we're gonna do. Alright, so the boat tour we're doing was 300 for the boat. I think it's going to be 4 stops. Ni hao.
I think it's the same price for up to 6 people. Maybe a good price if you come with a group. Thank you.
Yeah, so the more people you have, the cheaper it is per person. So for obvious reasons, this place is also known as the Venice of the East, or Venice of China. And I think another nickname is the Pearl River. There was another option that was 200, and I think it would be 3 stops instead of 4, but we wanted to see more things. So this town was established around 1,700 years ago, quite a long time ago. And at some point it prospered with selling rice and clothing. Obviously now it's just full-on tourism. Even down here pretty much every single store is restaurants and cafes. Almost every single one. Another beautiful bridge. I think we've already seen about 4 or 5 stone bridges. They're all kind of different as well. There is a main one though, the most famous one that we're going to be visiting on this tour. Yeah, this place is something else. It's quite big too. Now we're in like a wider river part. A cool temple back there. Orange one. So there's many different ways that you can go. Ah, that's the famous bridge that I was talking about with the multiple arches. Just look at these buildings though. Amazing designs. So I think the architecture is also the Ming and Qing dynasty architecture, just like a lot of places that we've been going in Shanghai and Beijing.
This place reminds me of Hoi An in Vietnam because of the river, but I think here it's more like it's wider. The boat tour that we did there, I think it was like a shorter boat tour, but it's quite similar.
Yeah, the boat tour that we did in Hoi An in Vietnam, it was just one main part as well. We didn't go down the little like side canals. Yeah, there really are just so many cool places to have a meal and a drink. Carol, I think I have a new favorite place in China now.
Yeah, same for me. I love Shanghai more than Beijing, and maybe it's one of my favorite cities in Asia. Shanghai, it's really impressive, just like the modern part and also this part is really amazing.
So we're coming to a place called Kezhi Garden now. 20 yuans per person. Garden was built in 1912. This obviously isn't a garden. A living room. Place for receiving guests and tasting tea. Still used today.
It's funny that the floor is like this, almost like those Roman mosaics that we saw in many places around Europe.
Yeah, it is kind of the same. Like the little stones, pebbles.
Yeah.
Not that many people in this garden at all. I did read that it is one of the main places to visit. I always like seeing these doors, the circular ones. Saw that in Macau also. So I'm just searching a bit more information here about the place. It was built in 1912 by someone called Ma Wenqing, the owner of the garden. Took over 15 years to make. So I'm guessing it was obviously someone very wealthy to have all this land and to build all this. And I also imagine that people must have been living here in the past with all these rooms, buildings. This is probably the nicest building so far. It says that it's a library. So I think we saw this kind of doorway in Vietnam also, which might have been Chinese buildings since the Chinese were there. Yeah, it is the library. Wax figures of 5 old men. Ma Wenqing, the creator in the middle, having their tea as always. So we're making our way back to that big famous bridge now, Fangsheng Bridge. Seen a lot of places with oranges around here. Hello. Lots of unusual things as usual. So this bridge was built in 1571 and it's supposed to be the biggest one on the entire river. Already imagined that anyway. And I think the town pretty much ends around here. Even over here we got a Starbucks coffee. No escaping the Starbucks anywhere.
Yeah, I read that in China is the second country that has the most Starbucks in the world after the US, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, China's absolutely massive, right? But we do see all the big like Western chains here, more than we expected even. Hello.
Lots of different smells.
Yeah, every store that you pass.
Yeah, some are good, some are bad.
Some just smell strange. New smells. So this is that cool temple that we could see from the boat tour. Yuanjin Buddhist Temple. Originally built in 1341 and then rebuilt in 1573. So it was 10 yuans per person to enter here. Seems like the places where you have to pay to come inside are always completely empty. It's nice though, more peaceful. Yeah, that's a great shot right there. I like the flags too. Seems like there's quite a few different buildings that you can visit. Hello. So we stopped at this nice little cafe. Pretty much where we arrived this morning. I think we ate around here, didn't we? Next door.
Yeah, around the corner.
Yeah, very close. We're thinking about going there as well, that cafe. Pretty pricey though, coffee is 50 and that's around $7. Obviously you're paying tourist prices around here. And we also are getting a cheesecake, 35. Nice relaxing day.
Yeah, I love this place.
Yeah, it might actually be my favourite place that we visited in China. I always love like old little villages like this. And the fact that it's all on the water side, even better. It's $7, but it is a really big coffee. Bigger than I thought, so that's good. Cheesecake is looking nice too. Is that a tomato?
Yeah.
That's weird. Tomato and cheesecake. Thought it'd be like strawberry and cheesecake. So we've been here I think around 3.5 hours and doing it at a pretty normal pace, not rushing, and we're basically seeing everything. I think there's like one more temple that we could visit, but yeah, it is easily enough just to do a day trip here from Shanghai. Still be a nice place to stay though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So it's nice. It would be nice to stay here.
Nice laid back place. So we're back in the center of Shanghai now, and we wanted to come out for our last night in Shanghai in China. So we've come back to the Yuyuan Old Street area that we filmed in the last video. I saw that this place looks cool at night, and you can already see how amazing it looks from the outside. So we're gonna head in there. I think it's gonna look even better on the inside. So I think the shops close at 9 p.m. It's around 8 p.m. right now. But from my understanding, you can walk around here 24 hours a day. There just might not be anything open after 9. Pretty sure there'll still be a lot of people here though, since it looks so cool. That's the golden one. I think there's more people here at night, isn't there?
Yeah, for a reason. I think I prefer at night. It's really amazing with the lights, even more beautiful than during the day.
Yeah, that's kind of how our experience was in Japan, in a lot of the cities. It looked a lot cooler at night with all the lights. Wow, this street looks unbelievable. I don't know why other countries don't do this kind of thing. Light places up at night, make them an attraction at night also. In a lot of places that we go when it's nighttime, it's basically just dead. Everything closes. Sounds like the Moroccan snake charm music.
Yeah, almost like the bagpipes.
Oh yeah.
And the breath.
It's a mix. Scottish bagpipes or the snake charming music. So we found this spot yesterday in one of the main squares. It's kind of at the second floor of a shopping mall. Got a photo shoot going on here. It's pretty cool because you can even see one of the massive towers that we saw in yesterday's video across from the Bund. Don't remember seeing that during the day. Didn't stand out as much as now. So that's another place you've 100% got to go at night, the Bund, because the view is just absolutely spectacular. The light show, and also the historic European buildings are all lit up, so definitely go there too. So we're gonna make our way to Shanghai airport now on what is supposed to be the fastest commercial train in the world, the Shanghai Maglev. But I read mixed things about the speed online. One place said that it used to go 431 kilometers per hour, and then after COVID they reduced it to 300. So yeah, I guess we'll find out. I think there's like a screen that tells you the speed.
Yeah, that's what I read, that people usually sit close to the screen and they can see the maximum speed reach. So we're gonna do that and hopefully we'll get to 430 kilometers, but maybe not. But either way, it's so fast still. I think we're gonna be in the airport in less than 8 minutes, so that's crazy for the distance.
We also read that during the test it went over 500 kilometers per hour, so it can go a lot faster. Yeah, so that is it. Shanghai Maglev, 30 kilometers in 8 minutes.
So we just found out that if you have your ticket, like the flight ticket, you can just show it here and they're gonna give you a 20% discount on the fare for the high-speed train. So that's really good.
So it ended up being 40 each. It'd usually be 50 each. But that's because we're going like the normal class.
Yeah, there's the VIP class, which is like first class, but I think for 8-minute ride, it's not worth it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the first class would be 100 per person too, but for 8 minutes, no point. So here it is. Looks pretty different. Shanghai Trans Rapid. So I don't think we have any assigned seats. I'll go this side. So the train arrives 5 minutes before leaving time, and I think the doors close 1 minute before it's gonna leave. And over there is where you can see the speed that it's gonna go. I'm thinking that it is only gonna go to around 300 though. Off we go. So the name of the train Maglev stands for magnetic levitation, because that's the technology that it uses. It's actually levitating. It's not on the tracks. It's not rolling like normal trains. So pretty bizarre. We're like hovering right now at this speed. Apparently it's almost impossible to derail this train. It's supposed to be super safe. I guess something to do with the magnets. Keeps it stuck to the track, I don't know. Yeah, so right now we're going at 301 kilometers per hour. Carol wanted 430 kilometers. But then we get there in what? 6 minutes?
Yeah.
So we've arrived at Shanghai airport. Spot on, 8 minutes. It was definitely a new sensation on the train though, because when you're doing the curves, the track actually goes diagonal. So you're going diagonal, kind of like how a motorbike, I guess, does sharp corners. So you could actually feel it, couldn't you?
Yeah. I think we've taken a few bullet trains around the world, but this one was the most impressive because of that. And I think it was the fastest. It felt like the fastest.
That we've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we've been on one that's hit 300 before.
Yeah.
Have to check the previous videos.
Yeah.
So apparently it cost 1.5 billion US dollars to build that train and the technology. And they never made any profit of it, but it was kind of like a test. And now China are making many other trains, these kind of maglev designs, lots of crazy different ones. So that's going to be it here from China. So we're going to be heading to Sri Lanka now. That'll be our next country. And we're going to be spending a few weeks there, mainly resting. We'll be doing a lot of computer work, but resting from the constant planning, things like that, of travel. But we'll still be making a few videos there. It's going to be our second time in Sri Lanka. So looking forward to that. It's going to be mainly like a little beach vacation. And what did you think of Shanghai?
No, I really loved it, and as we talked before, it has become one of our favorite cities in Asia, and it's just we had a really great time, and we would definitely come back in the future.
Yeah, it was definitely our favorite place in China. We did get some comments about that, people saying it was one of their favorite cities in the world. Some actually said it was the best city in the world in some of our previous videos. So yeah, it's definitely awesome, the mixture of like Europe and China, because of the history. And overall China has actually surprised us, but mainly for not actually seeming so different. When we were coming here, we thought it was going to be like a massive culture shock, kind of like when we arrived in Tokyo in Japan, or when you arrive in other cities in Asia like Bangkok in Thailand, or places in India where everything just seems completely different. But the reality is China didn't actually seem like so different. And a lot of the places, like the cities in Beijing and Shanghai, when you're driving around, it actually kind of just seems like you're somewhere in Europe or North America almost, like the layout and how everything's working. Yeah, so very, very similar. I thought things would be extremely different, but then obviously you get all the historic Chinese buildings and things like that, so that's obviously very, very different. And we'll definitely love to come back. Just got to work out how the visa situation is to get a longer visa. If any of you guys have been here on a longer visa, let us know how it was for you guys to come here. So as mentioned, the next videos will be from Sri Lanka. If you like this video, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.